Welcome to the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. I'm your host, Gretchen Fleshaw. I'm here in beautiful Edwards, Colorado, Revival Boutique and Med Spa. Welcome back to the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. I'm so excited to be at Revival Boutique and Spa. It is so beautiful here in the heart of Edwards, Colorado, with one of my favorite human beings, Jessica Ballantyne. How are you doing, Jess?
Hi, Gretchen. I'm so good. Thank you so much for having me. I so appreciate it. This is awesome.
I love this because she is such a beautiful human being inside and out, and this space is stunning. It makes me feel so good to be in here. The calming energy, the presence here is just a fun place to be. And I have to be honest, I have been a customer for many a year. So whenever someone says I look good, I have to say it's because of you. So thank you for that.
Thank you. Well, you're gorgeous. And that's what we want to promote. And thank you for expounding upon the whole, the energy and vibe, because that's something that we definitely focus on here. And that was really important to me when opening up something like this. I wanted to really stay away from the clinical vibe, that kind of sterile, feeling or aesthetic, and really wanted it to feel like a comforting space to hang out where women and men can feel safe. And where really it's kind of like a hangout, but you're really just trying to help, make yourself feel better, look better, whatever it is that you can do to, take care of yourself, really.
And I
Self-care.
love that about you, because it's such a stunning space, and it is a boutique and medical spa, and so many things that you have here really make you shine from the inside out. And I love that you really focus on that moment. It is about the mind, body, and beauty, like we always say.
It is.
And the whole concept of revival, coming back to life, becoming this like phoenix again from the ashes, and coming back and feeling your beautiful self. And I know so many people, I won't drop names, that come here, many people that I'm friends with. And what are some of the things that you guys do here at Revival?
Yeah, well, we are, to speak to the whole thing, we are HIPAA compliant, so we never share anyone's information in terms of who comes here. We really try to make sure we keep people's anonymity safe. And although we do really think it's important for us to really feel good and be honest and unapologetic about what we do here, and to make women and men feel good about the fact that when you see someone walking down the street that looks good, or you think that their skin looks great, they probably did something to work on it. Right. Just like when you go to the gym, if somebody has a great physique, they've probably done something to be active with it. So some of the things we offer here are injectables. We do neuromodulators like Botox and Jeuveau. We also offer fillers, which we can work in the lips, the cheeks, chin, anything to kind of help reestablish what's been lost over time with age. We really try to focus on maintaining your natural aesthetic. We don't want to make you look different, but maybe the whole kind of like, wow, you look good, what did you do?
Kind
Not
of
like, what did you do?
Yes,
exactly, refresh. That's perfect. So we also offer radio frequency microneedling to help with collagen and tightening elastin. We offer laser resurfacing. We do photofacial treatments that help with pigment and vascularity. We also offer chemical peels, facials for the more relaxing vibe. We give the best facial in town, if you ask me.
I love it.
We really focus on pampering, we also offer M-Sculpt, which is one of my favorite treatments that helps to build muscle as well as destroying fat. So it actually taps into your fat reserves to help build that metabolic response and build muscle, which is something that we lose over time as well. Is really important to us here. It's not just about the aesthetic. It's actually about us really feeling good and being stronger, better endurance. Yeah.
Well, and I love that you said that too. It's about the health piece as well. Totally. And we were talking off camera a little bit that you can look beautiful and you can eat well, whatever. But if you're not, it's important to do every single piece of it, mind, body, soul, beauty, all of it,
It's a holistic approach. You have to kind of think about all the things, and that's something we really focus on here. We also offer the Emsella chair, which is something that actually helps with urinary incontinence.
Wow.
It helps with something called diastasis, it helps with pelvic floor strengthening. The M-Sculpt helps with diastasis recti, which is something that's helpful for women who have had babies, who their basically abdomen kind of separates.
Wow.
But the Emsella chair helps with urinary incontinence. It helps with erectile dysfunction with men, and also urinary incontinence in men as well. Men who have had prostatectomies or had issues with their prostate, with prostate cancer, things like this. So it can help bring back a quality of life, because it really affects us in our daily, activities and how comfortable we feel if we're running down the street, or or like jumping on the trampoline with our kids, or working out, or laughing too hard. And so again, it's really about focusing on how we feel and how we show up in life, and having confidence, and when we look good, we feel good. When we feel good, good, we also look good at, like, as you said, kind of like emanating that radiance from the inside out. Yeah.
I love that. You are such a powerful woman, and you
well, we all are, you know, women and men, and that's one thing that we try to focus on is like the community. We really are all one. We all have this amazing essence within us, you know, so if we can bring that about within each other. And another thing about coming in here that I love is like the healing power of touch. It's so incredible how healing and powerful it is, you know, when you can have like just a little bit of that something or other, you know, just in a day. Like, that was what was so hard during the pandemic, people having to like, you know, separate or stand off. And as soon as we opened back up, it was like people flocked in here. We needed that interaction, and we needed to feel good about ourselves. And some of that comes from obviously like feeling good about ourselves from within, but you know, we want to work on things outwardly too, and that's okay. And again, being unapologetic about it and doing what makes us feel good.
I love that you said that, unapologetically yourself, and feeling it's okay to look good and feel good, and everyone wants to feel that and have that moment. And I also love that you said men coming in here as well, because I feel like, especially maybe in our town, people don't, that's not true. A lot of men want to look good and feel good too. Why is that any different than women? So I know you're an open space for everyone, and I love that as well.
Yep, he, she, they, all of the things. Whatever, you know, whatever makes you feel good. I feel like as long as you have integrity and good intentions behind what you're doing, you're not harming others. There's nothing wrong with whatever you're pursuing or desiring, whether it's activity, whether it's something in aesthetics, or you know, something that you want to do to maintain. And we all have different ways of being, right? Like
100.
our styles, our vibes, like all of those things. Like, we should all feel really good about the uniqueness of ourselves and empower each other to do that. And build it up, you know?
And I think that's what I love so much about you guys, this space, Revival as well, the mind, body, and beauty, because truly you touch base, like you just said, on every single piece of that. And when people leave here, you're really making them feel like the best versions of themselves. So you're changing
That's our hope.
The world one person at a time. Not to sound cheesy, but it's truth. Just making people shine in a different way.
Totally. It's the little things that we can do. You know, sometimes, like in the space of our world right now, things seem overwhelming. I try to really kind of stay away from the news, because it does seem. But I think what we can do one day at a time, just the little things, the little efforts that we can do to touch others and to like send love out, you know, into our space and our world. You know, that's what we can do. We can focus on the little things, one step at a time. Yeah.
Jessica, you're amazing. Thank you so much for talking to us today. I'm here with Chrissy, who is a provider here at Revival. I am so excited to talk to you because I know off camera we've been talking a lot of things, all things beauty and just health, energy, and really what makes people glow from the outside, well, inside out, outside in, both.
Yeah, both. Goes both ways.
And yes, it does. And I love that you really take the time to get to know your patients, and you really take those moments to hear, not only listen, but what we were saying, hear what they want and what you're going to do with them. Can you kind of, tell me a little bit?
Thank you so much for having me and having us here. Here at Revival, I hear a lot that our approach is different. You know, our clients come in, it's a really safe place for them. We don't take that lightly. We're so appreciative to have them come in here and trust us.
Right.
So like one of the things that we do, our consults, we take a full 45 minutes to really sit down with our clients, figure out their lifestyle, look at all aspects from physical activity to relationships to diet to we have them bring in their product lines with them, which is, I feel like, huge.
That's
a lot of people,
such a difference. Yeah, when you said that, that is kind of shocking but amazing, because it makes complete sense, but I wouldn't have thought of that.
Yeah. So it's a full approach, you know, that we find, and everything is customizable. It's not a one size fits all.
Right.
So we really like to take that time and, you know, find the right approach and the right treatment.
And I love that you were saying earlier, kind of, you know, we were talking a little bit off camera again, but you were telling me that each person is so different, and especially in a valley like this where so many of us are so outdoorsy.
Absolutely.
That you can't just say, hey, you know, this is what or someone will even come in and say, I want this, and you'll really listen to them and say, you know what, I don't know if this is the best option for you, but here's X, Y, Z.
Or maybe not at this time in your life.
Right.
You know?
I love that. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's, we want to get people set up. We want to see what, like I said, their physical activity is, what their skin type, what their goals are. And a lot of times it's steps to get there. So we like to take that time and look at the big picture.
I love that as well. And so you were kind of saying that it's an individualized situation here, right?
Absolutely.
And I love that you take the 45 minutes. What do you go over in those 45 minutes? What exactly, what would it look like? What would happen?
Well, I think one of the biggest things is we have somebody come in, and we really like to start the consult and have them them look and tell us their favorite aspects or what they love when they look at their face and what they see.
Okay.
So then it's kind of building on that and accentuating and adding to that and going from there.
I love the positive. That's amazing. Instead of, because I was thinking, you know, you come in and you're kind of like, oh, I don't like this.
We're not here to pick people apart.
Right.
Yeah, or judge.
I love that. Yes. Okay.
So it's building on that and then going from there and seeing what their goals are, what they would like to improve, how they see themselves getting there, what they're using as far as products at home. We're really big on using medical grade products. That's what's going to make the biggest difference in your skin, what you're doing day in and day out. So we go through all of that. We see what they're currently using, how we can help add or supplement to their, we look at their diet and lifestyle, what they're eating, how much water they're drinking, which is huge here.
I think that's, I love, not to interrupt you, but I think that's brilliant because I think so oftentimes people think, oh, one-stop shop, which it is, but you also have to keep on living the lifestyle that kind of allows that to keep on being, allows you to keep on shining and being beautiful.
And we want people to be active. We want, I mean, Jessica and I, we're huge sun lovers. We like to be out there, you know, but it's just protecting yourself and finding a way to do it. And then coming in here and we're able to help, you know, fix all the damage done with our treatment. So
I feel like I need that. I definitely, I mean, I'm in my 40s and I started getting sunspots. I'm like, what is this? What's happening? So
because you're living life. You're enjoying life. That's good. We don't want people to stop doing this.
I know. I think about that quite often. I'm like, we live here. You want to be in the mountains, but you
enjoy it.
Want people to live their lives to the fullest, but also be conscious of these are the
and
things
it's also,
you need to
we're
do.
really big. It's not an all or nothing approach, right? Like you don't have to be all something. You can pick and choose your little things. I mean, I'm very big on what I eat and making sure what goes into my body is healthy and organic and natural, but I also get Botox. So it's like you can have the best of both worlds. You know?
love that you said that because I think so often people kind of do feel, oh, I'm so organic and I'm, you know, living this genuine, healthy lifestyle, however, but it doesn't need to be a however. You can do both.
So we're big on that here, which I think our clients appreciate.
I love that. So another question I had for you, I'm just curious. I know you do so many different things here. What is your favorite treatment to have done to yourself and or to do to someone else?
Okay. I mean, it totally depends on the space that I'm in. I mean, there can be times where, you know, a lot of our treatments can be a little bit uncomfortable, spicy, maybe a little bit more painful.
I love that word.
It's all about the way you present it. Which give great results, right? But maybe you're in a more fragile state. Maybe you're going through something in life that's really big and traumatic. And pain we store in the body in the same place and different things can trigger it. So maybe not a big laser is the right time for you, you know? So maybe it's more of a holistic approach and a holistic facial where you feel really good. There's no downtime. You're not causing anything painful. Or maybe you're in a place where you're ready for something bigger. So it kind of just depends on where you're at. We look at all of that.
And that's huge. And so that is part of the 45 minutes too.
Absolutely.
So it is, you come in here and you get everything from your, well, there you go, mind, body, soul, like everything, your mind, body, and beauty, because I think you're right. So often, so many of us come in here after we've been through major life things.
Absolutely, because you're wanting to feel good. You're wanting to look good so that you feel good.
Right.
Yes.
That's amazing. That's so great. That is so awesome. And when did you start here?
I started after Jessica had been open for about a year.
Okay.
She's a dear friend of mine. I look up to her. I'm all about, you know, my belief is that we surround ourselves with females that are powerful and, you know, bring more to the table. And she is absolutely that person for me. I respect her as a human, as a mom, as a mother, and as a business owner. So it was a very easy decision for me to come over and be here with her and work in this space. We go way back. We have some history. So.
You guys are such powerful, beautiful women, and I love that she's tearing up even talking about this. And that's one thing I do want to say. When you come into this space, and yes, obviously I love these women all very deeply, but you do feel a sense of sisterhood, and you feel connected. You don't feel judged, and you feel so calm.
I
am
so happy that you say that. 100%. That's huge for us.
Yes, Jessica and I have talked about this for a long time. When I first came in, I was just kind of all over the place, and she calmed me in like 50 seconds, and I'm like, I like it here.
It's a safe place.
It is a safe space,
I mean, you know, Jessica laughs at me because there are mornings I feel overwhelmed. I'm a single mom to a 4-year-old and trying to get him to preschool, and it's like, I just need to get to work, you know? And she's like, that's crazy that you feel that way, but it's a safe place, not just for our clients, but for us as providers and employees here. So I'm glad that you feel that.
100%. Well, I want to say thank you guys so much. This was such a moment, and truly I want everyone to know that when you come in here you feel so good from the inside out, and
That's everything.
I'm excited to come back. I'm not going to.
Yeah. Well, we'll be excited to have you.
Thank you so much. It was so nice to talk to you.
Thank you, Gretchen.
And keep it right here for more of the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen.